The Biskinik of Choctaw folklore told the people of the good news across the land.
We continue our tradition
of spreading faith, family, and culture.
Chata athihaya tikba mahayaka, iwakaya cha, anopa achukmaho, ilishtafama.
As our Choctaw people move into the future,
we rise and meet them with the good news.
This is Biskinik.
Halito, and welcome to Biskinik, our new show that will feature programs and services of the Choctaw Nation. We strive to connect our Choctaw people from all across this great nation by keeping them updated about all the resources that the Choctaw Nation offers. Behind me is the new Choctaw Nation headquarters, which will serve as a central hub connecting tribal members to the rest of the Choctaw Nation. Today, we are going to share with you a few stories of how the ConnectHome initiative is changing the lives of tribal members in the 10.5 counties.
Well, you might call it the way of the world. I mean, the world, as they say, in different countries and things are so far ahead. And, you know, Choctaw Nation got picked because of being behind in technology in that sense. And we wanted, and the chief wanted, to start making a difference. We wanted to make a difference to give our kids a better chance at having the experience, the knowledge that they would have to further their education, to get knowledgeable and keep up with the rest of the world in that sense, and be able to end up with the situation of maybe being able to go to college and further their education by way of making better grades in school. They can use the tool of having the internet service and the training in that way. Choctaw Nation's ConnectHome program started with the president picking a tribal nation, which was Choctaw Nation, and then the chief, in turn, picking housing to head up the effort of ConnectHome. Knowing the effort was to bridge the digital divide for those that had and those that didn't have, in an effort to make internet service available. It became for education for kids, career for adults, and education even for adults to follow up on things they may have not finished their schooling. They could go back, and the different avenues of that become available to them. That in that sense, it helps the Choctaw Nation become stronger with technology leading the way. In this sense, the internet. We started with within housing, of course. But then we've ventured out from there. Being the manager, I initially had made contact with the YAB leader, Martina Hawkins, and we had discussed, how might the Youth Advisory Board get involved with ConnectHome. And I explained to her what we were doing as far as trying to have digital literacy for older generation and then the younger generation. That's what we're looking for, is to assist Choctaw people in the area of the internet, wherever they can get help.
Stickball, which is also known as Ishtaboli or Capuchitoli, was created as a way to settle disputes. Instead of going to war, we played ball. Through time, it became an important part of the Choctaw culture. Stickball not only keeps us connected in culture and traditions, but keeps the Choctaw family together. Staying connected is vital to continuing the rich traditions of our nation. Connecting our youth with our elders is essential in keeping the bonds of Choctaw Nation close, while also giving them the tools they need to connect with the world. Like the weaving of leather to make a towa, we must all come together to form a stronger nation.
My career path wouldn't have been where it's at today without the Choctaw Nation ConnectHome program. Things I never thought was possible until Choctaw Nation ConnectHome got here to help me. I found out about the ConnectHome program when they had dropped by my apartment one day in Tallahassee. I had explained to them my story and that they are willing to help me get my story out there more than what I can do for myself right now. With ConnectHome, I use the internet to do my research and learn how to speak in front of a large audience and stuff. Multiple key pressures are difficult, so It's easier to have a tablet where you can just blow up the screen or copy and paste something. I have hard feelings in my fingers. I'm afraid that I'm gonna hit a different key, so I have to type like this, but with my tablet, I can use my thumbs, and if I have to, I can use my fingers as well. But it's easier to use the tablet for my presentation because I can just swipe through it. And sometimes it takes like 5 to 10 steps on a laptop when it can take shorter steps on a tablet. The internet is so important to find a job, to find a career, find out how you can do something that you really want to do with your life and figure out how you want to get there. The internet can help you with that. Google, Yahoo, places like that, all you gotta do is search. That's exactly what I did. I went on Google and I knew I wanted to be a public speaker, but I had to figure out who else I knew that did public speaking that I looked up to. And I go live on social media once a week because I know that I can get out there farther with ConnectHome. Hi, my name is Raven Dyke, and today we're going to talk about fake versus real feelings. And I did talk about this last night, but I'd like to go into more detail about it. If I hadn't found them, I probably would be still in the spot where I was 2 months ago.
The Choctaw Nation strives to help our young members achieve their goals and dreams. Many of our programs focus on helping the nation's youth.
So the lady that ran it, named Rachel, I can't remember her last name, had come to see my grandmother to check on her and teach her how to use the tablet. So she was telling Rachel about mine and my daughter's story. We were moving down here. She needed her GED. She was pregnant at the time, and she couldn't really go to school because she stayed so sick all the time. So Rachel called us and asked if she could come out to talk to us, and did, and set it up so that she could get her GED, and she has now gotten it. We needed the help because I was having to start over completely. So I couldn't really afford not to have a full-time job to be able to run her back and forth to school, anything like that. So she came out and talked to us and told us about the program and said that, you know, it would be a good thing for us because I had been checking into internet. So this woman, she needs like an award. She had a guy donate the computer to us because the laptop or the tablet that they bring you wouldn't download a flash drive for her to take the internet GED classes. So got it all set up. It took her 2 months and she got her GED. To have internet access nowadays, because there's too many people that don't have jobs or don't get paid enough, I can't afford internet myself. There's no way.
Well, everything is online, you know. You can't apply for jobs nowadays without being online. Or right now I'm fixing to start college courses online. So I was really excited to do this because I didn't want to go through life without having a GED or a high school diploma. You can't get work like that either.
Seeing Joe arrive with the computer and then offering to take his personal time and set up the computer for her, I still want to cry because people don't do that anymore. They don't. So if we hadn't had that, she would not have her GED. So to me, it's the best program in the world.
The future of our nation truly lies with our youngest members. Our Head Start programs are not only teaching our children their culture, but are also preparing them for their futures with the help of technology. Faith, family, culture. These are the bedrock foundations of our nation. In 2018, having the ability to connect to the internet is essential. Thanks to the ConnectHome initiative, numerous tribal members in the 10.5 counties have the tools they need to succeed. For more information on ConnectHome, visit connecthome.hud.gov. G-O-V. That's it for this episode of Biskinik. Hashimintipa I Chipinsa Chiki.